Oh, shit. He has arrived. He made it happen. He made it happen.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, the podcast was 5 hours ago, man. You know?
I know, man. I'm so sorry. I'm a flake and a half. Been real good. I was up to my knees in fiberglass molds this morning, and that gets real high. And from there, you know.
Hey, it's all good, brother. I'm just messing with you. You got Jester in the house saying, yes, finally.
Yeah, Jester Mikey. Yeah, man. He's a big fan. He's awesome.
Awesome. He has returned. That's right. He has returned.
Did we have all that going? Like last time I did your podcast, could I see everybody talking like that?
You should have. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing the bubbles like that's cool.
Oh, okay. Well, that was like a year ago, I think. I think it's been a year or more.
I think it's been maybe 2 years.
It's been a while. So
maybe
Samurai Guy is still early to the podcasting game back then. But we still had a blast. We had a good time talking, man. You showed us a little bit of the studio that makes the magic happen. That was really cool, man.
That studio is no longer there. That's why I think it's been longer than a year, because that studio is now moved next door, and that's all been engulfed by the Monster Museum.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Which I am planning. I haven't forgotten, man. I am planning to come down there still and visit. That's right. I got to check out the museum, man. I got to do it for sure. I'll hit you up before I head down there, so that way I can say hi to you if you're not extremely busy, because I know you are.
Always.
But yes, we got in the house back again, Tom Devlin. That's right. The puppet master himself has returned. That's right. And last time we talked, we had a blast, especially 3 of my favorite projects that you were involved in.
Oh yeah.
Low, Devil's Den, and Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. We had a lot of fun talking about those projects and a whole bunch of others. So since, I don't know, 2 years, let's just say 2 years since you've been here on the channel, what have you been up to, my friend?
Oh, it's been crazy busy. It's been so good. Like post-pandemic, or I guess we're still in it, but since we were allowed to open our doors and stuff, the businesses have gone, like the Monster Museum has just exploded, and we built a movie theater in there. We've expanded it 800 square feet through that old workshop. And
oh shit.
It's just a lot of fun, and it's really becoming what I've always imagined, even though there's still a lot of work to do. And then on side of that, you know, we have a haunted attraction next door, but in the off season, we started using it as a little movie studio and started directing some movies. And we just finished up Teddy Told Me To, which caught your attention. And that is, it's a really fun flick. And I think that the fans are going to end up loving it. I mean, it's right there for horror fans. It's like Hatchet meets Sleepaway Camp Part 2. You know?
I'm sold right there.
So it's really cool. It's a lot of fun, and we're about to go into production next Tuesday. We start shooting Las Vegas Frankenstein, which is our newest movie that we're making.
Oh shit! So you got another one on the way?
Yeah, and that's actually why the podcast got a little delayed, because we have a location locked in for next week, a stage area, because it takes place on a hypnotist stage, like a Vegas show.
Yeah.
And at the last minute this morning, I got a message that's like, so you'll be there at the meeting at 6 p.m. And I was like, what? You know, so there was a logistics meeting we had to get to. And you know, but it was just all fine. Everything's fine. Like, I don't know what we couldn't have done on the phone, but
yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. Samurai Guy understands. Like,
yeah.
I totally get it, man.
Well, I mean, I just hope that the audience understands. You know, I was posting about this. I wanted people.
No, they're flipping you off right now. And no, I'm just kidding, man. I'm kidding. But no, man, we had a blast last time you were here, and you're a great dude. So I knew, I was like, he's
Oh,
slammed.
it's
I
been
totally
busy. It's
get it.
been busy.
You know, action director, one of the best going today, Jesse V. Johnson. It was the same thing with him. You know, like the first time he was excited to be on the podcast, and it was the same thing. He got called at the last minute, slammed with meetings, and he was like, "Oh shit, I was supposed to be on the podcast."
Yeah.
So it was the same thing. I'm like sitting here, just like,
Well,
all right, I guess he's not coming.
I totally just sat down, like, oh yeah, what's next? And then my wife's like, what about that podcast? You know.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You know, I'm smiles on the outside, but on the inside, I'm like, damn you, Tom.
I love Skeletor, so that's
good. Gotta love some Skeletor. No, man, it's all good. I'm glad you're here, brother. But yeah, let's go ahead and so Teddy told me to is it's in the can. It's gonna be coming out when?
It is finished. It's completely finished, end credits, everything. But right now we're in a little bit of a holding pattern. We've submitted to 20 different film festivals.
Okay.
So we've got a couple acceptance letters, but we haven't gotten the acceptance letter that is our world premiere yet. You know, so we're hoping to premiere it in October or late September. I don't know if it'll, you know, somewhere Los Angeles, New York, England, wherever it is, where we just want to drop the news of the world premiere.
Gotcha.
That being said, like we might be doing a sneak preview screening at Mad Monster, North Carolina, maybe. So there'll be little leaks of it here and there, but we really aren't allowed to say like it's premiering until that big fest, because that'll turn a festival off and they won't even look at it if they don't get that exclusive. You know?
Gotcha.
So we're fingers crossed by August 20th, we're supposed to know where and when it will be starting to play. And then at that point, there'll probably be updates of where it's playing every week, you know, and
nice.
And then we look for distribution. You know, that's the hardest part of this whole filmmaking thing, is making sure that we get a deal that people actually get to see it rather than have to search it out. I mean, so many deals will put you on Tubi or Amazon or whatever, but you have to get in there and search for it. I need people to see it on the home screen.
Gotcha.
We're trying to build a bit of a cult classic here. So
nice. That's awesome.
You know, I mean, I'll do the convention circuit and the sweat equity that builds that, but I just need a partner distribution wise that'll get it out there so people can see it.
Nice. Well, you're the guy. You're the talent behind the camera I'm sure it'll make it. You'll make it happen, my friend. That's right.
We have
called classic status.
We've showed it to a couple. We showed it to some news outlets like Bloody Disgusting and Horror Buzz and Dread Central. A couple of those guys, and they all received it very well. And then we've also showed just a couple small focus groups, and every one of them, like, it's cool to watch them, you know, because this movie's not original or groundbreaking. It's just really fun, and that's all that matters. And watching these folks who are used to seeing a bunch of movies over and over, it's cool to see them having a good time and yelling at the screen when they should, and you know.
Oh, it's perfect. That's what it's all about, man. That's why we love this genre so much.
Yeah, we got some good horror icon names in there. We have Felissa Rose, of course, from Sleepaway Camp. Lisa Wilcox from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5. We have CJ Graham, who played Jason in Part 6.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
CJ Graham's up in here. That's right. Yeah.
And we
I
got
had him on the podcast a long time ago. He's a great guy.
Oh, he's
and this
awesome.
was at CreepyCon. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was really funny because you see, Samurai Guy's huge, but CJ's still towering over me.
Too. Yeah.
And it was funny because when I went up to him to meet him in person, we were talking for a little bit, and then there was a crowd of people still there watching because they were waiting in line to go next. Yeah. And it was so funny. So as soon as I walk up next to him, right, he's all like, "Hey, do you think this guy's bigger than me? Huh? I'm gonna kick his ass." I was rolling, dude. Everybody was busting up, but no, he's a sweet man. He's very nice. So I'm excited. I found out CJ's in your movie, dude. I was like, what?
We got two Jasons. We also have Warrington Gillette, who was Jason in Part 2.
Oh shit! So, okay, awesome, good. Okay,
it's kind of a cool thing. CJ's part is actually pretty cool. There's a moment where he hands a knife to one of the newer characters, and it's like this slasher films of yesteryear passing on the torch.
Nice. I like that.
It's
I
pretty
like
cool.
that. Hell yeah, I like that. So let's have some fun here, and let me play the teaser trailer. This is just the teaser trailer for Teddy Told Me To, and then we can watch it together, do some picture-in-picture action, and you can do a little commentary and break down some stuff for us. I think that.
Do you want me to talk while it's on?
Well, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it just first, regular, for those that are watching that have never seen it, and then after that, we'll do the whole commentary thing and have some fun checking it out. All right, guys, here's the teaser trailer to Teddy Told Me To.
Jenny, you just sold a haunted house.
Hopefully, you'll feel like this is a family and not just some fun Halloween job.
Why did this place shut down anyway?
He put on a bear mask and he killed a lady.
Actually killed here.
Did he just say there were real murders here?
He just completely legitimized everything we're about to do with the true and terrifying backstory?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Gore, blood spraying, head smashing, slasher-esque. It's right up Samurai Guy's alley, baby. That's how we roll. That's how we do. That's how we do it. Before we do the commentary bit, so really quick, so tell me about the idea behind Teddy Told Me To. You came up with this, correct?
Yeah. So actually, about 12 years ago, I was on a reality show called Face Off. Face Off aired on the Sci-Fi Channel, and I was on season 1 on about 7 out of 8 episodes. So on the 4th episode, we were tasked with making a slasher villain that would hold up in cinema. And our guest judge was Sean Cunningham, who created Friday the 13th. And he met us on the steps of the Psycho House. It was pretty incredible. Nice. So they give us this task to make a slasher killer, and we all disperse and make our deals. And I had this like crazy childhood dream kind of nightmare that when I was a kid, Chucky and Teddy Ruxpin had teamed up on me. So when I woke up, I did have a Teddy Ruxpin, and I still have that same bear today. But when I woke up, I removed one of its eyeballs and its lower jaw. And in my mind, that was because then he couldn't come alive. Those were his living parts. But if I ever wanted to play with him, I could put those parts back on him. Well, they never went back. They were broken. So, but I did keep it. I still have it. I still have the eyeball in the jaw. And when Sean tasked us with making a killer, he said, my one piece of information is something that scared you as a kid will most likely scare other people. Right. So I just kind of dug into my brain for that guy and made this slasher villain with a teddy bear face. And I knew from that point on, like after the show was over, everybody asked me, when's there going to be a Teddy movie? When's there going to be a Teddy movie? And I just, me and actually Vince, who wrote this movie with me, we wrote a separate script, a different script 10 years ago that was a little bit more like Halloween, a little bit closer to Halloween. Took place in a neighborhood. It was a stepfather situation. It was very different, completely different. And so I had always shopped that script around and talked about other people directing it. And then I was in Maine working on a movie called Time's Up, and we had so much fun. It was a slasher film. And I was driving home across country, and I just kind of formulated, I really want to direct my own movie. I want to make my own slasher film.
Nice.
I said, what better character than Teddy? Because I already know there's a slight fan base for the character, even though he's never existed on anything other than Face Off. And then I threw away the other script basically and started from scratch with the same writer, Vince, and my wife, Lola. They wrote it together, and it takes place around the haunted house that I own. So we already had all the locations, and it just made things pretty easy. And the guy, Michael Shields, who plays Teddy in the movie, the Barefaced Killer, he plays Teddy in my haunted house, and he has for the last 2 years. So he was familiar with the character. And actually, a lot of the performers in the movie are haunt actors and performers that we use at our haunted house.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a hell of a story.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if that happened to me when I was a kid, I'd be scared shitless, man. Like, oh, shit. Like, what's going on?
Child's Play 2, I was born in 81, so it like came out at the right time to scare the pants off me. I was like 8 years old when Child's Play 2 came out or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I had watched it and I was terrified. I wasn't allowed to watch rated R movies when I was a kid. So I was afraid to fall asleep because my parents would find out I saw a horror film.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did. Yeah, I had nightmares and it was fun.
Yeah, that's me. That's me, and especially in the household I grew up in. I had to sneak up front to see the Lost Boys on TV, and that blew my mind. And that's how it was back then, man. You guys are fucking lucky, man.
I remember hiding Fangorias under the bed like they were Playboy.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
that is amazing. Wow. Oh man, but yeah, let's click. Actually, before we get to the commentary, let's click on some of these behind the scenes images. The lovely Lola sent me. Shout out to Lola. Yeah. All right, but yeah, man, right off the bat, I was like, "This is I'm loving the mask."
Yeah,
it's unique. It doesn't look like anything else.
Michael Shields, who plays the Teddy character, he's an older guy with a ton of aggression in him. But the thing is, in the Face Off TV show, it was all heavy prosthetics under the mask.
Okay.
But I was a little nervous that Face Off would have a problem with me using the character. So instead of doing the prosthetics, we just put a mask on Michael, and it works so well because he looks creepy with the beard, and the veins in his head and stuff look really good. And that way, if Sci-Fi or Face Off ever had anything to say, that was a show about makeup effects and prosthetics, and we didn't use any prosthetics. Just made the bear mask.
Wow. But yeah, it looks unique. It doesn't look like your typical generic Jason.
No, he's memorable. He's got a memorable look to him, you know.
Yeah. Nice. And it's about to go down here with this picture.
Yeah. So that's Kamara Cole. Kamara is one of the people that influenced me to make this movie, because in that film I worked on in Maine, Time's Up, she was one of the leads and she was just so good. So I thought, man, I'd really like to make a movie and put her in it. And we did. Yeah.
Did you create that spiked bat there?
That spiked bat was donated to me from a friend in Northern California. He gave me a slew of weapons a couple of years ago and was like, I don't really feel comfortable having these, so if you want them, you can have them. And, I was like, oh, yeah, I'll use those.
There you go. Put it to good use, my friend.
Yep.
There you go. This is another great shot here.
Yeah. Eddie in the meat room right there.
Is this like his den?
That is not. That's one of the haunt rooms, and there's these two wrestler guys, Beast the Butcher and Sin Bodhi, the Warlord of Weird. That's their spot. That's their like haunt room. And after they're dispersed of, then no spoilers, sorry, but a little bit of a spoiler. That's Teddy kills a couple people in that room.
Okay. It's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
You expect people to die in a slasher film.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and they do. There's a body count.
Oh man, just from that trailer alone, just blood squirting everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
With you behind the effects, Samurai Guys, it's gonna scratch the itch, baby. That's right, especially for the Samurai Guy. And what's going on here?
So that is actually my daughter. That is Lily Devlin.
Oh.
And Lily is one of the leads in this movie. She does a really good job, and
all right,
she's throughout the whole film.
Nice. Well, shout out to Lily. Love it.
So that is a horror actor and director. His name's John Ward, and John has directed several Las Vegas horror projects, and always happy to jump into a role and help out. And This was a last minute thing. I had written this role for another person, and they backed out at the last minute. And I called John, and he came, and he actually knocked it so far out of the park. I'm so glad that he's a part of it, and gets a pretty cool death scene. But John's just one of those natural actor guys. He's great.
Awesome.
And this is a face-off here with Teddy and Chippy. So Chippy is played by Chris Arredondo. He's one of the 1313 effects guys, and that is a character he created when I was training him at the school he took.
Oh, nice.
And Chippy, we always said Chippy should meet Teddy because they're kind of similar, and that's why they're having a stare down here. Like,
love
his mask is similar, So
yeah,
they're
nice. So it's your creation versus his creation. How cool is that?
Yeah, mine wins.
Cool. I said, mine wins.
Yep, mine wins.
We got a knife
So,
here.
This is Vince Cusimano, and Vince was the writer of this film, as well as
Alright.
my next film that's coming up, Las Vegas Frankenstein. And Vince and I go so far back, but also Full Moon fans, like I know Jester Mikey was on here, will recognize Vince because Vince was Vince's Officer Gray or Detective Gray from Blade the Iron Cross. He's the lead character in the latest Puppet Master movie. And Vince and I were roommates for like years and years, and we've always talked about making slasher flicks together. And we're kind of starting a little empire out here in Vegas. I think there'll be a lot more movies coming from me and Vince and my wife.
Hell yeah. Well, we support that for sure over here, especially when you're gonna have cool makeup effects like this.
Oh yeah,
dude, that looks fucking great.
That's Tabitha Stevens. We worked together on a movie called Die Influencers Die. And her husband, Gary, actually is my DP. He shot the whole movie. With some help. There was some second unit too, but Gary did quite a bit of the work, and him and Tabitha are awesome. They're amazing.
Shout out to Tabitha for sure.
Oh yeah.
The Die Influencers Die. I don't remember if we talked about that last time because I was going through like your whole filmography.
Yeah.
So we were kind of just bouncing around because there was a lot. You've accomplished a lot, my friend. But the plot synopsis. What's the plot again for that?
Die Influencers Die is about people like you who are online influencers,
okay,
and podcasters and YouTubers, and they all get gathered together by like this mega YouTuber. You could think of him like a Perez Hilton type guy, and he brings them all together, promising them numbers, like huge numbers, if they spend the night in this haunted film studio and blog about it the whole night. And there's like terrible bad juju in that place, and this hot babe ghost lady named Moxie comes out, played by Tabitha, and she's ravenous and crazy, and she just tears everybody apart one at a time. So they do end up getting millions of views, but they don't get to see the repercussions of it.
Gotcha. Okay, the only reason I'm asking is I just seen a trailer today for a movie called Follow Her. And I was just kind of like, this kind of sounds a little similar to Die Influencers Die. Yeah. You'll have to see the trailer. And I'm like,
if it means like giver follows, that is probably
because from the trailer, the guy, some guy invites the influencer out to his place. And shenanigans happens. He puts her through all these tests and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, that's it, man. Time to sue. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. Oh boy. All right. This right here, the shots like this is my favorite shot from these images. This shot right here. This is the take my money shot.
Yes. Yeah. Chainsaws are awesome.
This is fucking dope, man. Look, he's got the mask on. He's all bloodied up. The chainsaw's ready to rock and roll, baby.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see Teddy rock and roll. That's right. But I was like, I got to see this now. Especially when I see shots like this.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I got to see the movie now. So speaking of seeing the movie, let's look at the trailer together, Tom. Yeah. Let's continue the fun here and
it's
add
pretty
your commentary.
Quick, so it's gonna. We might have to hit pause or something.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's my actual. This is my actual haunted house building.
Oh shit!
And that's Lisa Wilcox, who defeated Freddy Krueger in Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5.
Nice.
Yeah. And she plays Jan the Realtor, and Jan the Realtor is written after my mother-in-law, whose name is Jan, and she's a realtor. and she's sometimes kind of dingbatty, and Lisa played it to the T.
Nice. I got to go back to IMDb and look at the whole cast that you have here, man. This is pretty cool.
We did. We called in a lot of favors, and it was cool how many people came out to support us.
Well, they're working. They know they're going to get a chance to work with you, man. So I'm sure they're not going to say no because you're the man. All right, let's keep it going here. Is this another shot of it?
This is also the haunted house, and pretty much the whole movie takes place in there. But that is Topher Hansen, who plays Danny. Topher is also whenever we did B Unit with camera work, he would shoot it. He helped with post editing, and he's helped on a lot of this stuff. But Topher is a great actor, and basically he plays Danny, and Kamaro plays Zoe, and they're kind of caricatures of me and my wife. They're written after us, opening a haunted house and whatnot.
Gotcha.
So,
the Mad Mine.
And that's them, and they are actually a real couple as well. They're,
all right, nice.
Gonna get married in November, I think.
There you go. Now, are these workers for the?
Yes, they're all. This is what we call the haunt family, and when you work in haunted houses, you get these volunteers that will give their heart and soul to the cause. And some of these guys are actual haunt family for our real haunt. And going from my right to left, you see the guy in the chainsaw fight shirt with his fist up. That's Eric Hart. He's one of my actual haunt performers. Behind him, Bobby Bainfield. He is a professional wrestler, like a manager, as well as one of my haunters. Behind him is a girl named Mia, who's one of my haunters. To the left in the overalls, that's Daniel Rodriguez. He plays the clown in this movie, but he also plays the clown in my haunted house, and it's his same character. Behind him, the young guy with the beard is Drew Marvick. He is a horror personality actor, director, and he plays Duke the Chainsaw Clown. I
saw his Facebook page today.
Oh, yeah.
And his quotes on his Facebook page, I was laughing my ass off, man. I was like describing himself.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I may contact him to chit chat in the future for sure.
He's quite the personality. To the left is Michael Shields, our Teddy Told Me To character, and he is also one of my haunters. Up front here, the bald guy with all the tattoos, that's Sin Bodhi, the Warlord of Weird. He is a professional wrestler.
Nice.
Used to wrestle with the WWE as Kazarni. He's been in TNA. He's been in every wrestling federation you can imagine. And I think
you got Oscar Isaacs over here. Wow.
I think this week Sin Bodhi was actually on America's Got Talent, so I haven't seen.
Oh shit! All right.
Above him in the burgundy maroon shirt, that's Daisy Ducati. Daisy is a very famous porn star.
All right.
But also an incredible actor and a very good friend.
Hell yeah.
To her left, that's her real name is Melissa, but we call her Devahora Dark. And she is also from Die Influencers Die, great actress.
Nice.
And then Chris, that's Chris Arredondo in the black shirt, and that is our Chippy character. He's one of my effects guys.
Nice.
And also, he works my haunted house as Chippy as well.
Hell yeah. So, now, the haunted house, is that just, upcoming for getting ready for October, or is that something all year?
We do weekends in October. So it's really only open about 14 days. But they're like hardcore days.
And this is right across from your museum?
Right next door.
Oh, my God. I'm going to make it a day, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm coming down there. I'm making it a day.
Awesome.
I'm going to visit the museum, and then we're going to the haunt. That's what we're doing.
Awesome.
That's it. Me and my wife are coming down for sure.
Very cool.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, there's your
great shot.
Look at that dead eye. He just looks evil there.
Yeah. Let's go back to the chainsaw shot, man. Yeah, nice. Boom. Now that is fucking amazing. Oh my. Go ahead and talk about it. Go ahead, brother. Talk about it.
Chippy loses his head, and we shot like 5 gallons of blood out at 300 psi.
Oh my God, this is fucking amazing. Let me play it again. Here we go. Boom. Oh shit. Oh my God, you're making me a happy man, Tom.
Yeah.
And there's the shot. Oh my God, this is amazing. Love it.
Yeah.
And oh man, is this somebody else getting fucked up?
That's a hammer. That's what happens when you hit your face with a sledgehammer.
That's it. Oh my
Multiple times, over and over.
Oh,
and I draw the effects out really long. There's a lot that the effects are drawn out longer than comfortable.
Good.
Yeah.
That's how we like it. Sledgehammer smashing.
Yeah.
Shovel.
You got the shovel action.
Oh my God. There he is.
Of course, CJ.
CJ.
That's a YouTuber named Justin Scard.
Okay.
Pretty famous YouTuber, and
Nice.
he came out and he opens the show for us, and it's cool because it brings another demographic of people that might not know of me and my work, but they love Justin.
Do you also have the carpetbagger in this movie?
I do. So Justin opens the show and Carpetbagger closes the show, and in the middle we have the Grim Life Collective are in the middle.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we have really a couple. Funny. I stuck a bunch of YouTubers in there. You know?
Yeah. Why not? Having fun. Everybody's having fun. This old haunt is his playground. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Now the filter here. Gotta love Felissa. Gotta love her.
Yeah.
The filter here, is that part of the film, or is that just we're having fun with the trailer?
That is part of maybe. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, no spoilers.
Yeah.
We'll just keep it going.
But that is something.
Oh shit, Tom.
Yeah, that's me. That's
Tom doing his own stunts. He's a stunt man.
Hit in the face with a shovel.
Oh, I love it. Are you any other future projects where you're the director? Are you going to be
I'm directing
cameos?
I love jumping in there for a cameo.
Nice.
Whether I'm directing or even just working on somebody else's movie. I love when they need another dead body or some guy to drunkenly fall out of a closet or whatever. I did extra work for a long time when I lived in LA just to make extra money.
Gotcha.
And everybody bitches about extra work, but man, I loved it. I love getting in there and being a part of some epic show that nobody would have known. Like there's a couple episodes of Prison Break where you can spot me in the background.
Oh, that's great. That's great. This is a great shot right here.
Yeah, that was really cool. The funny thing is, so the blue in there, the blue and purple, that's digital.
What?
Yeah, it was the green light and the smoke was all practical, but she walked like into an orange, just like light bulb glowing, like natural lighting.
Yeah.
And it just looked too wooden. So actually Topher added some purple in there and made that like transition. That's all.
I never would have known that's digital. That's why I was getting ready to ask you. I was like, man, how'd you get the colors to balance like that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool the way that it like fades in. We have one other shot in the movie where he comes through some skeletons and when they come out, it's like blue light and then they're in an orange room, but really the whole thing was lit the same color because we were moving so fast. Sometimes it started to run together, you know.
Gotcha.
This is my favorite death in the whole movie, and it's not spoiled in the trailer because there's so much to it. But this is my hatchet moment where the face tears in half. Like this is my favorite.
Love it.
And it's not the same effect, but it's just that same level of screaming. You know,
Gotcha. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, ho. So I'm talking about, man. Scratching that horror slasher itch, baby. That's right, man. I'm sold. I am sold for that.
And I think you're
Buckets
gonna
of blood. Hold on here. We got Jester says he's still here. He says he's got a Leech Woman replica in the mail.
I made that. Yeah.
Oh,
well,
nice.
I sculpted it, and they had them produced in China.
Nice. Todd's here. What's up, Todd? He says, "What's up, Samurai? Good show and awesome guest on tonight." Yeah, of course. Tom's the man. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Definitely excited for this. Are we looking for? I know you said you're looking for distribution at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
are you for whatever? Like, fuck it, DVD, Blu-ray, digital, or you just want to go digital?
No, actually, the cool thing is right now, most distribution avenues, they're not too worried about the physical media, like the DVD, Blu-ray. So, like with my Frankenstein film I'm doing, it already has distribution. It's being paid for by the distributor.
Oh,
they
nice.
don't even want the physical media. They're a streaming company. So they're going to stream it in every country and every language and make their money streaming. So I get to retain the rights for the physical media, putting out special edition Blu-ray, the DVD, a VHS, perhaps, you know.
Oh shit!
So Teddy will definitely do a VHS because it belongs on VHS, you know.
Yeah. Are we gonna get a Teddy Funko Pop?
Probably not, because I know I'm not the normal, but I have a complete and utter disdain for Funkos. I think I don't like cutesy horror crap. I don't like that horror figure that looks like a Hello Kitty. So I would love some badass like Trick or Treat Studio action figures or masks, but not a Funko. Although I'll tell you what, if somebody wants to pay me licensing rights to do a Funko Pop. Sure.
Yeah, then fuck it. Jester wants the VHS there. He wants the VHS.
Yeah, it belongs on VHS. And now VHS has a nice little resurgence. So, but yeah, I mean, if we can make a deal with something that puts it on Shudder or
there you go,
or Screambox or one of the ones that matters, then I would hopefully retain the physical media to do the Blu-ray and DVD. And if they do the Blu-ray and DVD, that's great too. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
I just want people to actually get to see it because that's the hardest part. I've produced 3 other films that my wife directed. Yeah. It's really hard to find other than at my convention table, you know.
Okay. Which are those films?
One is called Legend of the Sasquatch. One is called The Trek and the other is called Gould Creek.
Okay.
So they're all on different streaming services, but they're hard to find unless you're actually typing in the words to look for them. And that is the toughest part. The hardest thing with streaming is like when you go to the video store, you got to look at the walls and pick what you wanted. When you go to streaming, they put in front of you what they want you to watch.
Gotcha.
And you can scroll to the end of Tubi and you will not find Legend of the Sasquatch. But if you type in Legend of the Sasquatch,
it'll pop up. Yeah. Gotcha.
But just nobody's looking for it that way, you know?
Right. Well, unless this becomes a Tubi exclusive.
Sure. And that's the people I'm looking to talk to. Like to get the exclusive, to get it on the homepage and the front and center. I'm totally into that. I just want people to see it. That's really the biggest part is getting them. Because if you press play on this movie, you won't flip away. There's not a boring moment. It's got the Larry Cohen 3 Bs. You know, you got blood, boobs, and beasts. And it's got a killer soundtrack. John Mazzari, the composer who did Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Retro Puppet Master.
No way, he's doing this.
He scored Teddy Told Me To. And then all of the songs, there's a bunch of punk songs, were done by a band called Chainsaw Fight. That is probably the greatest horror punk band nobody knows about. I mean, they're incredible.
I'm sold with the band name Chainsaw Fight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check them out now.
Chainsaw Fight. I urge everybody to check out Chainsaw Fight because they are the greatest horror punk band. And they're local to Las Vegas, and their lead singer is one of my effects guys, Waleed. And he's awesome. I mean, they wrote the theme song for Teddy, and they also wrote 2 other songs that are in the movie. And then, like I said, John Mazzari did the score, which was just unbelievable. And then we have SG Horror does a really cool song for the end credits. So
hell yeah, man.
The soundtrack's awesome. I'd love to put the soundtrack out on vinyl or something, you know, as a collectible.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Right next to the VHS.
Yeah. I mean, that retro stuff is very collectible right now.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I am sold. I hope everybody watching is sold. I know you're sold too. I mean, come on.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Teddy Told Me To sequel.
Yes, definitely. Already written. Already there. And that's another thing with the distribution. Like when I find a distributor, I'm not going to just take the first one that comes my way. The one I'm looking for is the one that's interested in the sequel. You know what I mean? Gotcha. I have some big ideas for a big sequel, and we lead right up to it in this movie. So
nice.
I really want it to be a trilogy. So
even better, man.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I am definitely excited. So August, we're looking at August, right? I mean, not August. Late August or
by August 20th, we'll know some dates of the festival shows. You know, I know of one in November already, but like I'd rather announce that we really want it to play in September, October, before we get to November. This movie deserves to be seen in October.
Right. Yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah.
That our favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
Fuck Christmas. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. It's all about Halloween,
Christmas.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Christmas horror movie in the future?
You know, I'd love to work on a Christmas horror movie. I don't think I would actually make a Christmas horror movie, you know?
Yeah.
And not for any reason other than I don't know, you know, it's not, I
Been
love
done to
Christmas
death.
horror movies, but it's
Yeah.
not my, I'm working on right now with the beginning being the Las Vegas Frankenstein. I'd like to make Tom Devlin's classic monster collection. So after the Frankenstein one, I want to do a mummy one, and then a were one, and then a vampire one. I want to make a full set of Tom Devlin's monster movies that I can sell at the Monster Museum.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, also be working on sequels for Teddy and keeping that 80s vibe alive.
I love that idea, man. I'm all for that. I think you should do that for sure.
I think we're on our way. I mean, we're doing the Frankenstein one, and then pretty much, to my knowledge, I'm going to be shooting a mummy one in January. So like we're really getting the ball rolling. I have a great distributor right now who's believes in what I'm doing, and they have no problem throwing some money at the cause, you know. So
nice.
Yeah.
That's right, man. Well, you work hard. You have a great team that works hard. You know, hey, you guys are on the rise. You know what I'm saying? Bigger and better things coming your way, man. I could see the future, Tom.
Oh, thanks.
Trust me.
I believe it.
Good things are coming.
Then you should have known how late I would be on this podcast.
It's just an omen. Good things are coming after this. But yeah, man. Before I wrap it up, because I know you're really tired. You've been extremely busy all day.
Hey, you got me as long as you want me.
Are you allowed to talk about Las Vegas Frankenstein?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because I don't have any images or anything. So
the interesting
go for it.
thing. I don't know how. I can't show an image, can I? That doesn't do it.
You should be able to share it, and I should be able to bring it up. We can experiment.
So here's the thing.
And then whatever you want me to share, I'll blow it up.
How do I share it?
There should be an option towards the bottom there. You should be able to share.
I see mute, stop. Oh, share. Yeah.
Yeah, and whatever you want, I'll bring it up, and we can talk about that. Because I'm already digging the title, man.
Share work. Share. I'm just gonna share my screen. How about that?
Oh yeah, whatever works out. And
I'm really not a techie person.
I've had a few people do it on their side, but I can't see what they see, so I'm not that much good of help. But if we can't do it, you can just talk about it.
Well, anyway, I have some cast announcements that I would be happy to show you.
Oh wait, let me blow it up here. Boom. Go ahead.
Do you see this? Can you see that? Oh, it went away.
You still trying to share stuff?
Yeah, I don't know where it is. Anyway, I'm not sure how to do this because I'm not that good.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
So anyway, yeah, Las Vegas Frankenstein is a movie we start shooting on Tuesday. I'm really excited about it. It stars Vince Cusimano, who was from Blade the Iron Cross, Victoria Strange from the movie Ouija's, which is also a full moon movie. We have John Carius in there, who was from Poultrygeist. He's the graveyard creeper as well.
Nice.
As Skidmark in Full Moon's Killjoy Goes to Hell. We got Daniel Roebuck, who plays Grandpa Munster from the New Munsters. He'll be in there. We've got Noah Hathaway, who was the original Atreyu from Neverending Story.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And we have just a really fun, awesome cast. And the story is about a Vegas hypnotist who's trying to up the game of his show. So he decides to bring a Frankenstein monster into the mix to try to show off to the crowd, and it goes completely wacky and nothing works out. Nothing works out in anybody's favor except for a bunch of murder and awesome makeup effects
and fun stuff.
Our monster is played by a guy named Steve Hansen, who's like, God, he's got to be near 7 foot.
Oh my God.
And he's just this awesome dude that great actor, great performer, and just an awesome guy. So he'll make a great Frankenstein monster. And
hell yeah. He's going to be smashing some heads.
Yeah. He does literally smash some heads.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah.
So we start shooting on Tuesday, and it's a pretty quick shoot, but we'll get through it, and then we jump into post, and hopefully the film is edited by the end of November. Really, with Teddy, I didn't tell a soul that I was making it. We made the whole thing in secrecy. We started in May, shot till January. We got it finished by July for festival submissions.
Okay.
And then as soon as the press release came out from Bloody Disgusting, it went haywire online, which is cool. I mean, that is so great. And the film's done, and there's something to be proud of. I was just real worried about talking about it early on because so many projects get started that don't get finished, or they get forgotten or whatever. The cool thing is, with the amount of press Teddy's gotten, I'm trying to roll Frankenstein right into that. So it's like, we get the same publicity.
Gotcha.
Because right now everything's current, and we're actually, Fred Decker, who directed Monster Squad, said a long time ago, you're never hotter than you are before your first movie comes out. That's how he got Monster Squad made after Night of the Creeps. Like right when Night of the Creeps was finished, it was like time to get on Monster Squad because the movie hasn't failed yet.
Right. Oh man, Las Vegas Frankenstein. I'm ready for that. And after that, are we going right into the werewolf movie you want to make?
Mummy movie. I want to do a mummy movie. Yeah, called
okay.
It's called The Tomb, and I'd like to shoot that in January. So we'll see. There's a lot of work to do to get there, but I have a really good feeling that it's going to all work out.
Nice. The original Mummy with Boris Karloff, I still consider that one of the greatest scenes ever, when he comes alive and the guy's just chilling there sitting at the table, and he looks, and then he starts laughing hysterically because he's so scared.
Yeah.
It's like one of the greatest scenes ever, man. It's just so good. He's so scared shitless. He just starts laughing.
Yeah.
It's so good. Do you have any other favorite mummy films from like the Hammer era?
I like the Hammer stuff. I love the Hammer Frankenstein, Christopher Lee Frankenstein. The thing is with the Mummy, and kind of my idea with the movie I'm making, is nobody makes a scary mummy movie, not since 1932 or whenever they made the Mummy with Boris Karloff.
Crazy.
Like, it's always a fun adventure film, or it's funny, or there's just, when you can make Walking Dead for 9 seasons or 12 seasons, whatever it was, with these scary ass zombies that come at people, why can't you do that with mummies? I just don't understand how the Mummy lost being scary and became this action adventure. And I actually really like the Brendan Fraser mummies. My first movie I ever worked on was Scorpion King, but I don't understand why mummies aren't scary ever. Like the last scary mummy might be, was it Tales from the Dark Side? Tales from the Dark Side?
Is it
Tales from the Hood? No, Tales from the Dark Side.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, there's not a scary mummy out there.
That is a great point.
I would prefer my mummies to be more related to like The Descent than an actual, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I can see that.
I want it to be terrifying. I don't want it to be silly or which is funny because everything I make is kind of silly.
Tom Cruise the Mummy is pretty scary for whoever bankrolled that film.
I think that's true.
But that's a great point. Not until you mention it right now.
Yeah.
I've never really thought about it that way, but it's true.
Not a scary mummy.
Yeah.
They're all cartoon mummies. They're all digital cartoon mummies.
Yeah. That's a good point.
But I love the look of the Mummy and Monster Squad. I think that's one of the coolest looking mummies. And that's kind of like, I want all of my mummies to be so gaunt that maybe they're puppets. Like, they're not even able to be performed by people,
Right.
I want to feel like corpses. So
yeah. Okay.
We'll see what happens. But I got to build a huge cave. I got a lot of work to do to get there.
Tom, make mummies great again.
That's it, make mummies great again.
You heard it here on the channel.
Because they were great in the black and white days. I mean, they were scary. The original Mummy's kind of a knockoff of Dracula, but it has cool makeups, where Dracula's doesn't. But Dracula's got cool performances. I mean, they're both great movies, but I don't know. I just think that the Mummy could be scary.
Oh yeah, and I think you're the guy to pull it off.
I hope-
Two of my favorite of all time that I didn't expect to really love more than the classic other monsters. Bride of Frankenstein is great. Like I love all those movies. Dracula, Frankenstein, all that.
Yeah.
Wolfman's fun. But I didn't think I was going to absolutely love The Invisible Man and The Creature of the Black Lagoon more than the others. I didn't see that coming.
Creature of the Black Lagoon is one of the greatest creature features ever made. And honestly, the Invisible Man kills more people than any other Universal monster because he derails those trains.
Now, I have to ask you, any plans for Creature and Invisible Man?
Creature Devlin is already being written. We're already so a lot of all of our movies take place in Las Vegas. It's all Las Vegas based.
Okay.
But we have this awesome thing happening right now with Lake Mead. It's not awesome for the world, but it's awesome for horror movies. Lake Mead, which is our primary source of energy and water for the Las Vegas Valley, is drying up rapidly. And there's all these corpses floating up or being discovered because the water levels drop back. We found a body in a barrel last month. And then since then, there's been 4 other skeletal remains that have popped up. And all these boats are just sticking out of the mud. And like as the water recedes, a whole town that was flooded is now visible and you can walk in it.
Wow.
It's a really unique thing. So we're going to work a Creature of the Black Lagoon deal with the Creature of Lake Mead. So there'll be like this awesome, I don't know, trilobite parasite thing that they find that is the Creature of Lake Mead that comes to fruition because of the water dissipating, and we can get some really good B-roll. Actually, while we're doing Las Vegas Frankenstein, my good buddy Shane's bringing a drone out, and I'm going to take him down to Lake Mead and get some drone footage now, before they remove all these boats and things, because it'd be cool to capture that for the film that's not even written yet, but we know we're going to get to it.
This is awesome, man. I wasn't expecting all this other extra future project movie news.
And it's
I'm excited, man.
Things move fast over at the Monster Museum.
Yeah. In your opinion, I think so, but I may be wrong because there's so many movies Samurai Guy still hasn't seen. I've seen thousands of movies, hundreds of thousands, but there's millions I've missed. I think, I want to know what you think. I think The Invisible Man is the first dark comedy horror movie.
I think most horror fans would say that Bride of Frankenstein precedes it, and it truly is a dark comedy.
Okay. So I'm half right.
You're half right. I mean, James Whale prided Bride in being a dark comedy, so I would think that would be maybe
okay. All right.
Although even if you look at Freaks, although being a social commentary, there's a lot of comedy in there too.
Oh, that's right.
And
shit.
I mean, that's like I'm gonna get this wrong, but 1919 or 1920 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. See, I knew it. You were the guy to ask. Like, I think you might be right. It might be Freaks.
Yeah.
Gooble gobble. One of us. But I just remember the first time I was watching Invisible Man, I'm like, dude, I'm like laughing hysterically, man, because he's just fucking with people.
Yeah.
And he's just enjoying every minute of it, fucking with people. And I was like, oh my, I love this movie. I love Invisible Man, dude. Oh my God.
Claude Rains was great as the Visible Man, but when Vincent Price took it over, just because his voice, it was so cool.
I still haven't seen that one.
Yeah, so I think he played him twice. He in one of the Abbott and Costello movies, maybe Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, maybe, and then also.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
And
you're right. I've seen that one. That one.
Vincent Price is awesome.
Dude, that is the fucking man, bro.
Yeah.
I'm discovering more movies from that guy.
Yeah, I love.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
House on Haunted Hill, the original House of Wax. I mean, he's just it's awesome.
And a lot of the, Roger Corman, he's the guy known for making movies in a week, and he's a legend, and sometimes he gets a bad rap, right? Oh, it's just that B movie, C movie guy, right?
Yeah.
He's made legit good movies, though, especially the ones he made with Vincent Price, like The Pit and the Pendulum, is legit.
Yeah,
like it's a legit horror flick.
They were considered B movies back then because they were cheaper,
Right.
But I think Roger Corman's one of the greatest producers ever. Without him, we wouldn't be talking right now. Legend,
man.
Yeah.
Kidjawak down here says there was a Bram Stoker flick called Legend of the Mummy, starring Lou Gossett Jr. That's in his collection. Came out in the 90s. I've never seen that or heard of that.
Never saw it. Is it scary? That's the question.
Is it scary, Kidjawak? Let us know while we're talking.
I wonder if that came out around. Well, I guess that was in 2000 when Dracula 2000 came out. They tried to revamp the horror classics at one point, but
they failed at that.
They always do. They never seem to, and that's the tough part. Even talking about this plan I have, I mean, we're talking about 5 movies deep. That's a lot to project, but if I can keep things rolling, I will. We want to get them all out.
Yeah. I'm assuming Lou Gossett gets killed. I'm assuming he dies in it. Kidjawak hasn't seen it yet. He just it's his little collection there. He hasn't seen it yet. Let me know another time, my friend. But it could be they're just trying to capitalize. Maybe this is from Asylum or something. Maybe they're trying to capitalize on the mummy craze in the 90s. Who knows?
True.
And everybody was making mummy movies. Back to slasher films, because we were talking about Teddy Told Me 2. Any disappointing slashers? Like you were excited, you were like, oh man, I can't.
I'm going to get a lot of blowback. I'm going to get blowback for this. I know
it's all right. Hey, I get it all the time here on the channel.
The original, and I'm so easy to impress. I don't dislike movies. I understand the plight that it takes to make them. So even some of the worst movies people complain about, and I'm like, do you know what they went through to get that done? It's pretty awesome. Or it's just not for you. But I was bored to tears in the original Strangers.
Oh, okay.
And people love Strangers. I love Strangers Part 2, Prey at Dawn. That movie is fun, and it's a slasher film, and it feels cool. The other one is just 3 people hanging outside Liv Tyler's house, and you're like, I don't know, is something gonna happen?
You're just kind of bored.
How many more loud noises are gonna happen on the speakers in this theater? Because I am bored. I'm pretty easily entertained with slasher fare. I like slasher movies that are fun.
There you go.
Like I said, Sleepaway Camp 2, The Burning.
Yes.
I like Hatchet and Behind the Mask, Friday the 13th Part 4. I just like a fun romp of a slasher film.
There you go.
I can't really, and I also like somebody in a good mask. I think a good mask is good,
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's
so
I even like the low budget, like the David Sterling, Brad Sykes stuff with bloody murder, and they did a Camp Blood, the trilogy with it's just a guy in a clown mask.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I like stalking around in the woods and
Nice. No, so the sequel, was it a sequel or was it just another Strangers type of the sequel to Strangers? Was that an actual sequel? Or was it just another
/ remake? I don't know. I think it's a sequel.
That had more of an 80s vibe, throwback vibe.
Way 80s vibe, yeah. And
okay.
And
should
Damien
I bother?
Plays
should I check it out?
Head guy, and it's good. It's really
okay.
Good.
So the reason why I'd never seen The Strangers is because I heard it was a remake of the movie Them, a French film, and I saw Them, and I was blown away by Them. Not the giant ant movie.
Yeah, I love the giant ant movie.
Yeah, that's legit too. Yeah. But there's a French film called Them, and it's basically
you might not be wrong. You might be right. Maybe Strangers is a remake of Them, and that's why it sucks because we don't know how to make good French remakes. This is somewhere else I'm gonna get fucking ostracized, but the Let the Right One In the French version of Let the Right One In,
Okay.
the little kid vampire thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I think I'm saying the right title.
Let the Right One In. Yeah.
Yeah, the French one was awesome,
Yeah.
and the American one sucked. It was terrible, and
I
I
didn't
don't know.
I didn't even
just don't
bother.
understand. Yeah,
I didn't even
so
bother.
You
So-
might
so-
be right about The Strangers.
Yeah.
I didn't know that though. But the second one is
That's legit.
so fun. It
All right,
is
cool.
such a fun movie.
Yeah.
Damien
yeah.
Maffei plays the sackhead guy, and he's the new guy in The Mask. You know, I'm biased. He's a friend of mine, but he's also just he's great. He's so good.
Nice.
He's in Haunt. He plays the devil in Haunt. And,
That's a good movie, man. Haunt
yeah,
was great.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that was
Uh,
great. All right, cool. I'm gonna put pray. I'm gonna
Pray-
put
Strangers 2, Pray.
yeah,
Pray
Strangers 2 on the list for sure. But yeah, I stayed away. There's a lot of fans for Strangers. I just kind of stayed away from it because I was
Yeah.
like, eh.
No,
And the
first
thing
one-
and the thing is that you don't see the characters or find out more about them until
Right.
literally the last shot of the movie in them. When I
And
saw the trailer for Strangers, you're seeing the adults or whatever, like in the house.
Yeah.
You're seeing them.
yeah,
And what really blew me away with them and made it memorable was, I mean, you don't want to spoil it, do you? You want me to spoil it?
oh, I don't care. That's
Okay. Sorry, guys. Spoiler for them is they're fucking kids.
Oh, that's cool.
They're
That's
fucking
cool.
kids. So they've been terrorizing this couple this whole time. And at the very end, she's almost about to die and they can't get to her. So they just give up. And at the very end, she looks out through this vent and she sees them leaving the house and they get on a school bus and go to school.
That's funny.
That blew my mind. Now they weren't little kids.
no, they're like
They were
teenagers.
old enough to cause ruckus.
Yeah,
They were old enough and big enough to cause ruckus. But the whole time you think they're adults fucking with this couple.
yeah.
And at the very end, they get on a school bus and they go off. And I was
That's
like,
funny.
holy shit. So I didn't even bother watching Strangers. So
yeah.
looks like I didn't miss anything. But I'll check out the sequel for sure. Yeah. Man. Yeah. It's about enough time. I know you need to, get some rest, my friend. But hey, it's always an honor to have you here to talk horror movies. You know what I'm saying? And I am looking forward big time to this, baby. That's right.
Oh,
All
yeah.
you badasses that just got here, you need to go back and watch the teaser on here on the stream. And it's time to watch Teddy fuck some shit up. And you guys are guaranteed real, that's right, practical effects, gore, makeup, the real shit. That's right, the shit that brings us horror fans to the motherfucking dance. You heard? That's right. So keep an eye out for Teddy Told Me To. That's right. Stream it, buy it, all that good stuff. Check it out. And thanks again for watching, Tom. Hey, second home, man. Second home. You know where you need to go, man.
I appreciate
this
that.
hangout spot, bro.
I appreciate-
So Tom, don't go anywhere. Thanks again, you guys, for watching and hanging out. Keep watching horror movies. Keep supporting one of the greatest genres of all time. That's right. See you guys on the next one. Take care.